Alright, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be talking about a book called The Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, former Stoic and Roman emperor, one of the 5 good emperors. So, what is The Meditations? It's a 2,000 plus year old collection of journal entries written not for publication by the most powerful man in the world at the time. The Meditations were a source of personal reflection for Marcus, the Roman emperor, who used his journaling to stay focused and grounded in the midst of turbulence. The writings were a form of guidance and self-improvement for Aurelius. One of the things that makes this book so interesting is that it was not written for publication, so it was the private jottings of the most powerful man in the world at the time. And Marcus Aurelius used these journalings as a source of reaffirmation for his principles, and it helped him to stay grounded in his reign as an emperor, which wasn't easy. So why exactly are the Meditations important to read? It displays the power of journaling and the positive effects it can have on one's life. It shows that journaling can be a source of reflection, guidance and self-improvement. And it also shows that power doesn't always corrupt if one is to take the correct precautions. Marcus used journaling to reaffirm his principles and values, and he quotes, "Don't be dyed purple," which is the colour that the emperor wore, as to say, do not be overcome by your position of power, as many emperors were that came before him. Marcus learned from those who came before him and those who were dyed purple, emperors such as Caligula and Nero. Marcus was vetted for power. He was vetted for his position as eventual emperor by being made the adopted son of Antoninus Pius, who was given the role of emperor simply to hold the position until Marcus was at an age where he could take that position. This book is filled with practical wisdom, and its applicability to our modern world is astonishing. And this is especially true for a book that is over 2,000 years old and were the private jottings of the most powerful man in the world. It is the private thoughts of a man giving advice to himself, reflecting upon his own shortcomings, the fragility and brief nature of life, and how to make good on his responsibilities and obligations. It wasn't written for anyone but himself, which truly shows us the power of self-reflection through a method such as journaling. And it gives us insight into Stoicism as a philosophy, its concepts, values, and the practicality of the philosophy, even in such a position as an emperor. So what exactly does Marcus talk about in these journalings that have been read by people from all over the world? Marcus journals not about the trivial, but about the important things in life. And some of the main themes in this book are change, death, the shortness of life, the importance of rationality, how to deal with others, avoiding the chase for pleasure and pain, and accepting nature for what it is. So why should you consider reading The Meditations by Marcus Aurelius? It will teach you the power of journaling, the importance of self-reflection, and the necessity for reaffirmation of one's values and principles, which applies to anyone, not just Roman emperors. It will show you the human nature of us all. We should not really be able to relate to the most powerful man alive 2,000 years ago, journaling in his private book, but we can. And the reason that we can is because the topics in this book are universal and timeless. Topics such as death, change, the shortness of life, and how to deal with others apply to us all, regardless of our position in life. And that's why I think it's important for us all to read this book. It will also give you a deeper insight into Stoic philosophy, the practicality of the philosophy, and how it can be used by anyone in any position, and that person can see great effects. If you already journal, then you will fully and well know the power of journaling and the great effects that it can have on our lives. But if you don't journal and you don't know the effects of journaling, reading a book like the Meditations will really put it in perspective. But yeah, anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. And I hope that you will read the Meditations. I hope that this video can be the prompt that you need to order that book and begin your journey into learning about Stoicism, the value of journaling, and many, many other things that Marcus talks about in his journals. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye.